Absolutely not, no.
Do you ever plan on divorcing me?
No.
Okay, well, this right here doesn't matter. All this means is that if you go back on your word of what you just said to me,
right,
that's the only reason why this right here would take an effect.
Does this prenup have any silent party influence?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Because I feel like your ex, she mentioned the prenup. Too many hands in the broth is a saying that we say in Trinidad. When too many hands in the broth, it spoils the entire thing. So now it's like looking at me as if I have some secret agenda. Yep. To try to take what Bilal has.
First of all, that has absolutely nothing to do with anything in relation to. Well, you asked me a question. Can I answer your question? That has absolutely nothing to do with anything whatsoever. But I also know that I have 2 children that I also have to protect as well. And I can't just say, oh, well, let me just have a blind eye at love. Well, that wouldn't be smart. Can you see how I give up everything? See that? Do you see where I'm coming from when I say that? I get it. I know this is not the sexiest conversation to have, but I know it's a conversation that is needed. This right here is something that it just says that you won't take me for everything I got. I mean, it's just literally, just see it from that standpoint.
Not gonna sign a prenup.
No, I'm not signing no prenup. What you got is what I got.
Okay, but I don't understand why would you not want to sign? Basically, our love is real.
Your money is my money. Simple as that.
Okay, why are we going straight to the money? It don't have any. All I'm doing is my lawyers are telling me that I have to protect myself, and it's not from you, but it's just
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Everything that you bring in the house, is mine too.
Nah, because I mean, what did you come with? What did you come with that you deserve to think you just don't like? Like, this is for our own protection. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what you say. It's my money too. Simple as that.
But see, the lawyer said that's what you was going to do, though. They were saying you was not.
No, he didn't.
So what's the point of you not signing the prenup,
The
though?
money that you bring home is mine too. Simple as that. End the conversation.
That's crazy. So I guess there ain't going to be no wedding.
Whatever. It's going to be a wedding.
How did you get over your ex?
I went to Target. I bought a few candles, right? And then I started asking women, hey, does this smell good? If she said yes, we started hanging out in Target. Then I bought her Starbucks.
Not choosing females at Target. Target is where the females go when they have a man.
You know that works, what I just said.
I mean, yeah, it does. If somebody came up to me and asked me, like, if this candle smell good, I'd be like, what are you trying to say?
You have to be someone who enjoys being around you. Like, everybody wants to be desired. Nobody wants to be generous. They don't aspire to being warm and friendly and loving and humorous. But that's what people like. Right. Everybody wants to be the baller at the club with the champagne, the big gold chains. That's what you see from the outside. What you want to be is someone who people like. Genuine.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. That's why it's very important that you find yourself. Once you're able to find yourself, then it's easy for you to find someone else. What we have going on in society is we have a whole bunch of people who want to be in relationships, who want to give off love, who wants to be in love, but everyone's afraid of being hurt to the point where you're thrown off focus of what you really want out of life. It's like you put relationships above everything that you want to do with your life. And when a relationship doesn't work out, now you're stuck. You're unable to dream. See, a lot of you guys, to get motivated, you actually need a woman in your life. Something that's gonna make you wanna work hard to build. But a lot of you guys never get to that point because the one that you want hurts you one time and it's hard for you to move on. So your dreams become distorted. As long as your dreams are distorted, you're never gonna know who you are. As long as you don't know who you are, you'll never be able to connect with anyone. And that's both male and female, in my opinion. Next video is gonna be just purely things breaking down why hypergamy isn't a bad thing.
Like, we shouldn't date bums. Hypergamy isn't a bad thing. Like, why
hypergamy is designed for our survival.
Yeah, why would
exactly
I don't want to date a bum. Like, I hope to God you guys don't want to date bums.
And she's right. and I don't want a lot of guys to take this personal out there, but even the word bum comes in different forms. You have people that are making $20 million a year that they may come across somebody making $500,000 a year, and they're going to look at them and be like, that person's a bum. You got people that's going to make $100,000 a year, and they're going to look at somebody making $12,000 a year, and they're going to say, that person's a bum. The word bum doesn't necessarily mean that you are a homeless person. The word bum means that you're just not up where the person calling you a bum is at. Another thing, bum is a mindset. That's what a lot of you guys don't understand. Bummy is a mindset. It's not necessarily what's in your pocket, because majority of the people that are rich and successful have hit rock bottom and bounced back several times before they were able to continue to grow. You have to grow and get knocked down in order for you to learn to grow higher than where you were before. So when it comes to being a bum, it's a matter of if you have what it takes to survive in life. That's what the difference between a bum and a man is. See, a bummy dude, you'll go 6 months being broke, but for somehow you'll manage to be in relationships. You'll manage to have drama in other areas. You'll always have problems in your life with other people, right? You'll manage to do that when you go broke, but you'll never ever get back on your feet. See, the same person with the rich mindset can go broke as well. He can lose everything. The difference between you and him, he don't feel like he's good enough to date till his bank account gets to a certain status. He's not good enough to go to the car lot unless his bank account's on a decent status. He ain't going to the club unless his bank account's at a decent status. He's not gonna go and try to live life of luxury unless his bank account is at a different status. All his little money would not be getting put back into making himself feel good. The only thing that's gonna make him feel good is getting himself out of the position he's in. That's the difference between a rich man and a bummy dude. You both could be broke, but one of you are going to stay there for the rest of your life, and the other one is going to continue to fight till they get out of the hurdle, and they're not going to even attempt to do things that's going to cause money to come out of their pockets. Like, they're not going to take the chance of having different baby mamas and they don't have a steady job, because they know that their money's going to be taken away from them. That's a bummy mindset. You have to understand, if you keep placing yourself in position to be in debt and you can never get ahead in life, it isn't life. It's just that you have a bummy mindset. When somebody has a rich mindset, they're willing to make better sacrifices in order to better themselves. And that's what people are talking about when they say bums. They're not talking about your financial status. They're talking about your mindset. Because if you got the right mindset, your financial status will always increase because you're always willing to put in the work ethic. And that's real talk. Let's get to the next video. My man Sneeko.
Wait, literally, has there ever been a guy you wanted that you weren't able to get?
Fuck no.
So why do women complain about men when women are the ones choosing the shitty men?
Well, the men are not.
How? Wait.
Literally, so I'm gonna put it like this. Men, they'll date you, correct? But then when you all start getting comfortable, that's when they show that they're not shit.
What she's talking about right now, because women have very limited perspective on men, she's thinking of one specific guy who treated her like garbage and she's still tight about it. But she doesn't know how to talk about men in general. She's just talking about her ex that fucked her and left.
She's right. He's right. But guess what? That's what a lot of you guys are doing too. Whenever we start talking about women, you're always speaking from the point of view of the girl that hurt you, and all of you have been hurt by different women, by different situations and different mindsets. So when you react to a woman, you react from a hurt place. Whenever you react in the comments, you're reacting from a hurt place. It's the same thing with women. When they've been hurt, they're gonna always react to men in a hurt place. One thing that you have to learn in order to get better is that the person that hurt you, you're not supposed to retaliate against other people. And that's what humans have not learned to do, is to keep their emotions together. That's what people don't do. Even when people have given up on life, it seems like they always want to take someone else out with them as well. Next, we have my man Andrew Take on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Let's get to it.
then what are you gonna do with your lives?
Travel, focus on my career, things like that. My career will become my baby.
I honestly just want to get right into my career.
It's absolutely insulting to your entire bloodline. Everything everyone above you has ever done and struggled for. All the times your grandparents went to work when they didn't feel like it, just for you to exist. For your selfish ass to say no. Me and my passions and my dreams and my drawings and my Instagram page is worth more than ever having children.
This typifies him. While that's not my mode of presentation, that is the content of my life's thinking. A woman exactly like that, 50 years old, called my show, and she called in to say she has a PhD, she makes well into 6 figures, she has a great job, she goes home exactly what he described to an empty house, and she regrets terribly that she bought the career Kool-Aid. There's nothing wrong in a woman having a career. There's something wrong if she thinks that will bring her satisfaction.
Woo! That was deep. And I hope a lot of women out there that's watching this getting it too. You have to understand, you've chosen to be a workaholic thinking that that's going to make you happy when all it's going to do is just break your body down. You really don't want to go out here and walk and talk and be a man. You really want to be a mom and sensitive and loving. But you bought the bug that's going to make you happy. And you're wondering why you can't get a real man and you always ending up with these weak guys that are gonna cry on your shoulder. Isn't it a shame that you think you're winning, but when you stop and pause, the women are losing? But don't get it confused. A lot of you guys, you're lost too. And the reason why you're lost is because you're not even man enough to get up and go chase your own dreams. A lot of guys now, they don't know what to do. They're in a state of confusion to the fact that women have changed and they're not the same as they used to be. Or they're not as easy as they used to be. One thing that women are doing, and you have to give them credit for it, they're making men step their game up to get them. Even if they all got to share the same man. The only problem is, it's not a lot of guys that are willing to live up to the challenge. But at the same breath, it's not their fault. It's just their programming. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the videos. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.